Good morning. Morning. Good morning. So I don't see if that works. Rotate. 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 I guess it's telling me to rotate the device back the way it came. Anyway, got to holler to myself again. So just got back from feeding the pigs. The dog's barking at something. I figured I'd jump on here and do the rest of the animals live and kind of look around and see what I've got that I need to get done today. But I was thinking about it last night, and I'm like, if I just do morning animals, it's going to be like a 5 minute live stream. Oh, maybe 10. But it doesn't take much. But the first thing I need to do is I need to find a brick. Or, well, I don't know. I guess flat rock might work. Let's see if I've got anything over here. Oh. Pull a couple up. We're getting ready, or I'm getting ready to move the sheep today. They're coming over right here. So I was pulling a couple of these rocks out. Yeah, that guy'll probably work. Seems flat enough. Oh, so I usually try to start on one end and go to the other and just do everybody in a row. So today, first up is going to be the chickens. They need to get moved today. It's easier with two people, so I'm probably going to wait until somebody gets back. What's up, little chickens? Stay out. Of course, the dog wants to come in. So, I love this feeder. That feeder is awesome. It holds supposedly like 3 to 5 pounds of feed or something per side. It's actually two feeders bolted together. It's got holes on the back so you can like bolt it to the wall. And so I just use those holes to bolt it together. I think these are supposed to be for like baby pigs or something, but it works great for chickens. The problem is these guys are big enough to be able to get on top, but most of them are still small enough they can fall in. So I took this lid, flip it upside down, and the little lip here makes it so that it won't slide off, but I think they're getting on the edge and flipping it off. So, see if that does the trick. Eventually, I'm going to make like a metal roof cap thing to put on that. But then their water's still good. I topped that one up last night around 6:30 or so, and they still got a little bit left in that one. They really haven't touched that one since yesterday, so they drank about half of that. So anyway, these guys are good. Why do I have a feeling you're barking at nothing? I'm looking and I don't see a bad bird. Alright, no more barks. Now we got one girl here. She's in quarantine. She's getting picked on by the drake. And she's coming back to the coop well after everybody else. So I don't really know what the deal is with her. So we decided just to quarantine her for a couple of days. Maybe later today we'll try letting her out. But she's got a little dish there with food and a tub of water. Those both look clean. So the rabbits the girls tend to spill a lot of their food, so I don't top theirs up completely. They both just went in for a visit to the boys. Just put them in overnight twice. So, check their water. Yeah, that probably could stand to get topped up today, but it's still well more than enough to get them through the day. But if you haven't seen it, they've got these little brass water nipples, which that's 1/8" national pipe thread and goes into just PVC. And then I've got this 1/2" tubing is just a vent line so it doesn't get airbound, and it's got the heat tape zip tied in there for the winter time. So check the boys' food. You'll notice too, if you haven't been here or seen this before, oops, wrong can. But next to all of the animals is a trash can. The scoop is in the one that's in use, and then there's usually another one, so that when this can goes empty, there's already one there. The chickens, as of right now, they've got a second can sitting outside, but we just dropped the feed bags in the can. Can't really see it. It's kind of in the front left corner over there. But we just dropped the bags in. I've just been emptying a bag as needed, which right now is just every couple of days. Eventually they'll probably start going through like a bag a day. They're protesting because they know it's time to come out. So we got a couple of broody ones in here. I don't know if they're coming out or not. They're going out? Well, let me rephrase that. You're going out. Go on. She's not happy about it. Come on. Go out. Go on. Go on. Oh, ducks. They're not happy about me running them out, but I'm going to come in here, find their eggs. That one is not marked, so that's new. Kind of see there's an X. It's one they've been sitting on. That one might or might not be good. So I'm just going to sit here and flip around so I can see whether all of these are marked or not. I should have grabbed the egg basket, but I didn't. So we got 2 new ones there. Oh, nope, that's an old one. So we got 2 there. Another one sitting here. They got a couple of places like this that they might lay and cover them up. So I'll come through and just scrape back all the normal spots. Only 3 today, but we got 2 broody and 1 in quarantine, so I guess that sounds about right. But we got sheep came in on Friday, so I'm still learning with these guys. I've been told, and I've always heard, 3 to 4 days for the parasites. You want to move them after 3 to 4 days. So I was going to try to push the limits and do 4 days in this first spot. But they've already completely just devastated this whole area. Like, there's spots in here where I couldn't even run the super whacker, and they've just taken everything down, which is exactly what I wanted to do. this over here did look like this. So this is where they're going next. So I've already got some of this, well, I got all the step-in posts except for one in place. So that's one of the first things I gotta do this morning is run the wire and then get them moved over here. So I'm gonna give them from where they got over there to about here, and then it goes all the way down to the water line for the pond and then goes across that way. And the next section they'll get, there's another path, kind of a path. I say path. There's a spot where I can walk from right over there going down across there just to the right of that big rock. So I'll put a run over there and let them go through this. At the rate they're going, I'll give them 2, maybe 3 days over here to clear that out. Probably no more than 2 days over here. They might clear this out in a day. This is a little bit smaller of a section. And then we'll move them all the way across to the far end down there by the road. And hopefully let them go down in between the pond and the road. It's a narrow little stretch over there, but I mean, sheep are accustomed to living on mountains, so they should be fine with that. But anyway, the only other thing, morning animal wise, that I need to do is go feed the fish. I'm gonna see if I can wedge this camera in right there. All right, that works, maybe. Let's see. Push buttons. Just put the turkeys out the pasture. Oh, Carrie, how many turkeys did you get? If you're still on here, I heard you were running turkeys, and I heard we're getting turkeys from you. So, thank you for that. I don't have to raise turkeys this year. But yeah, the chickens, I'm actually gonna do a modification to the way we normally run them. Normally we just keep them in that tractor, but they're about big enough. Well, they're probably almost big enough to make it up and out easily. So probably what I'm gonna wind up doing is getting them moved across the driveway and then start putting up a fence around them. 3 Blue State, 4 Bourbon Red, 6 Minnesota. You got a variety pack? That's interesting. Was that just what you could get? Oh. I hate that the chat won't just stay up here. But, yeah. So, this is also a point in time, get morning animals done and then kind of really go over what I actually need to get done today. So, I've got priority is getting that electric fence up and trying to get the sheep moved because they don't really have too much left that they're going to eat over there. So that's kind of the priority. Then there's a cistern over at base camp that is leaking, and I kind of dug down there the other day and figured out that there's a pipe coming out the side. Okay, cool. But there's a pipe coming out the side of that cistern and it's leaking around the pipe, and I kind of slid the cap of the cistern back because it's a concrete septic tank that was never used as a septic tank. And there's a 2-inch pipe coming in from the spring up the hill. And then I figured out they've got like another, I think it's probably a 3/4 inch black iron pipe. Might be galvanized, I don't know. I haven't gotten that good of a look at it. But it comes in through the side of the cistern, and there's a float valve on the end. And the float part sheared off and was just floating there. And so I'm going to have to go on the outside of the cistern and cut that pipe, see if I can hammer it through, and then I'm just going to stick a piece of 1/2-inch PVC in the hole, surround it with hydraulic cement, and then put a cap on both sides so that if we ever decide that we want to, hook a little pump up to there or something, we've already got a pipe in there and I don't have to drill a hole. And it's not that much more difficult to do that as opposed to just knocking that old pipe out and filling it up with hydraulic cement. So why not? I mean, I'm talking about what, $1 worth of PVC. But I want to try to get that done today, and then I've got, I could walk up and show you this other hydro system that I just figured out how I'm doing this morning. So I did a live stream the other day talking about all the aquaponics and hydroponics, and I lugged part of the old hydro system up here to show it on video, and I got to looking at it. I was like, I'm going to do a couple of modifications on this thing, and we'll just put it back in use so I don't have to build something else for over here. But this was part of the original hydro system. And what I did was that's a Schedule 80 hose barb to female national pipe thread. And I put a piece of tubing on the hose barb part and then used some PVC cement and shoved it in the hole. And it's actually, it's glued in there pretty tight right now. So I'm going to use that as the feed. And then, I don't know if I can't get the camera down there, but down at the bottom there's an elbow, and that's a 1-inch 90, and then it goes into, I think it's 1.5 inch or a 2-inch bushing. So I carved out the bottom of the bushing and hammered a piece of PVC pipe through the bushing, and then got it to the height that I want, so the water level actually stays closer to like about here instead of just flowing across the bottom. And then I measured that this morning, and what I'm going to do is put 2 more 90s, one coming up and then one going back that way, to bring that up about another 2 inches. And then I'm going to take one of those blue bins and use that as a sump. I'm not going to drill any holes for bulkheads, nothing. I'm just going to drop the pump in there, run the feed line along that pipe, just zip tie it to the pipe, have it go in there, and then that drain will just go straight into the top of the bucket. So it's going to be quick and easy, and I don't have to put holes in a container that I might or might not use again, so forth and so on. I was like, that'll be simple enough. So anyway, well, that's interesting. Let's see if y'all can see. There is an 18-wheeler rig with a flatbed trailer and a U-Haul on the trailer. That's interesting. You don't really see semi-trucks coming down this road to start with, much less that. And there is somebody that's building a house down the road, so I'm sure it's something related to that. But the interesting things you see in the holler. Anyway, I'm trying to think. There's something else I need to get done today. I already got the chicken lid taken care of, so I ain't gonna worry about that. And that food will last them well into tomorrow, so at some point in time I'll have to top their water up, but yeah. I guess I'll probably get off of here and run that electric. Probably go back over and deal with that pipe in the cistern. And then probably gonna go on and start scouting the next area that's back that direction that we're gonna be taking the sheep. I kind of know roughly how I want to run them through back there, but I need to actually sit down and look at specifically where I'm crossing over with the electric. But anyway, I just figured I'd give y'all a quick little look at how much work learning animals is not. The hard part is all of the in-between stuff. So anyway, guys, if there's anything else that y'all want, oh, should mention this. If I remember, I will go back in the description of the video and put my email in there. My email. So if y'all want to shoot me an email, you'll be able to do that. It's tacticalredneckequipment@gmail.com. But obviously, if there's anything else that anybody does want to see, you can also email Nicole. And if you haven't figured out her email address, well, that's your problem. So anyway, until next time, guys. Bye.